and if you're new, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you. So today's video is kind of like a wrap up for the readathon that is hosted by Melanie, Clint, and Kelanis, and that is Spring into Reading-a-thon. They do one each season, and this one ran from Sunday, March 27th, but it's not going to end until Sunday, March 27th. You guys are probably going to see this either on Friday or Saturday. But their live show is Saturday. If you can tune into that, it'll be fun. They're going to be interviewing TJ Klune. So, alright, so I completed my TBR for this, so let's just go over them. For the first prompt that I had was Spring Cleaning, which is a book that's collecting dust. And for me, that was The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I absolutely love this one. Like, I went through it like nothing. This one is about a girl who, she takes a post, a nanny post, and one of the charges that she's in charge of dies. And she's innocent, but she doesn't know how to tell her story to the lawyer that was appointed to her. Like, he always tells her, like, he cuts her off, interrupts her, and she just can't get the truth out. So it seems like she's lying. But while she's in prison, she asks around and finds out a certain lawyer, Mr. Wex something or another. She contacts him via mail, and she's like, hey, you know, she doesn't want to say who she is at first, and then she basically is like, hey, can you come see me? I heard you were the best. I want to tell my story because I'm innocent. I want to do what's right. And then before you know it, she's writing him again the entire story. And that's what you're reading. You're reading her tell this man her story about what happens and how she's innocent and how each person plays into that. And like I said, it was really good. I was hooked. Like, I couldn't stop reading. And I was super stoked to finally do it because, like I said, it's been sitting there for a while. And like I say, she is currently waiting trial for murder, but she's innocent according to her. And the house that they're in is like a smart house, and it's just lots of things happen while she's in the house, and it's crazy. Like, if that would happen to me, I'd probably run like the other nannies did, because however many nannies in front of her, they all left relatively quick. So I was kind of impressed with some of the stuff that was going on that she stayed for, because I wouldn't have, no. Alright, so the next one is Spring Fashion, beautiful cover. And I chose Sam and Elsa's Last Hurrah. And also, I didn't know how to pronounce the girl's name till like halfway through the book. I thought it was Ilsa because, you know, it's an I. But she breaks it down and she mentions Disney's Elsa, but hers is better because it's an I and not an E. So anyway, this is about twins, Sam and Elsa. And they have these parties at their grandmother's house while she's, you know, out of the area. And this is their last one that they're going to have because it's time to graduate and go off and do good things. And the rules to the parties they have, they do like a dinner party, not like a whole high school come to my house party. They're each allowed 3 guests, but you can't tell the other person. It's kind of like a surprise thing. So they each invite their 3 guests, and they have kind of ulterior motives, hoping things would happen. Like, Sam is gay, and Elsa's trying to help him find the one, so she invites somebody that maybe her brother can get hung up on and things like that. And the point of this was, like I said, for them to have the last hurrah. But there's a little bit more than that. This one right here, it showed them kind of opening up and showing their fears about the future and what everybody thinks they should be doing and what they feel they need to do. And it also, you get to see the development of Sam and Elsa's relationship, like how it is now, and then what it's going to be by the end of the book, because they each have a different way of things. Like Sam is the grandma's favorite, and like he cooks, and Elsa, she's just like not sure what she wants to do. So we get to kind of see them break it down and like kind of hash out some of the stuff. So it was like a great development on their relationship, but you got to see how the friends interacted as well. So this one was really good. Would it be something that if I was a rereader, would I reread it? No, but I find it was good to go through it one time. But if I wouldn't have read it, I don't feel like I'd have missed out, if you know what I mean. Okay, so the next one was a buddy read or the group book, and it was The Extraordinaires. I'm going to put it right here by TJ Klune, and I thought this one was great. It is part of a series. I believe there are 3 books out for said series, and this is about, The Extraordinaires is about Nick. Nick is a teenager who lives with his dad, who is a policeman. His mom passed away, like she was murdered in some type of like bank thing. And Nick is a, what is it called? Like a fanfic. He's a fanfic writer for the Extraordinaires, because there are currently 2 Extraordinaires in the city, Nova City. And you have Pyro is one of them, and the other one is Star something. I don't know. One's good, one's not. And Nick decides that he should become an extraordinaire too, because like he's got all the knowledge with him being a fanfic writer. And Nick is in love with his best friend Seth, and he's trying to get all of his friends on board to help him become an extraordinaire. And we get to see his journey of how he deals with being a teenager and being gay. And like his dad is, there's some comedic relief in here too about different things, and it's hilarious, like down to the point of dad having the talk with like a banana. And it, y'all, this book made me laugh out loud so many times. I can't wait to see what the rest of the series is like, but definitely worth a read. I enjoyed it. It did not take me long at all to devour this. This is my second book by TJ Klune. The first one was The House on the Cerulean Sea, which I really enjoyed that one too, but I think I liked this one better than that one. And I just can't wait to jump into all of his other books, because if those 2 were like that, I can't, like I said, I can't wait. Like, phenomenal. Love him. But yeah, so if you're interested to see how a fanfic writer wants to become an extraordinaire and how he writes about the 2 extraordinaires in his area, definitely check this one out. All right, and the last one was Kelanis' favorite, which there was a list of books and authors, and I chose one of the authors, and that was Colleen Hoover, Reminders of Him. This one, I don't know, like it was good, but it wasn't like my favorite, I guess. This is about Kenna, who she just got out of prison after serving 5 years for a tragic mistake. And when she got to prison, she realized that she was pregnant. And the person that the tragic accident happened was with her boyfriend, the father of the child. And she had the baby in prison, and then the baby was sent to live with his parents. They were going to raise her. Well, whenever she gets out, all she wants to do is meet her child, lay eyes on her child. So she goes back to the small city where all this happened, and we get to see her go through the struggles of being a woman, not just a woman, a person out of incarceration, trying to get a job in today's world, knowing that you have a record. and then people judging you, and just see how she deals with the fact that she wants to see her child, but like she's not trying to do it in a malicious way where they wouldn't allow her to. So we get to see the struggle of how she can get to that point. And in the meantime, we have a person that she meets, which winds up being her boyfriend's best friend, who she had not met while the boyfriend was still alive. Something happened on the night they were supposed to meet, and she never met the best friend. So we get to see her relationship develop with him, both the good, the bad, the ugly. And like I said, it was good. People were talking about how they were crying with this. Like, I never cried with the book. They did have a few parts where it was kind of like, oh, that's kind of sad, you know. But it wasn't like my favorite Colleen Hoover. But it was a good read. I could see how some people can get really emotional behind it. It just depends on your emotional level triggers, I guess. But if you want to see how it is to come out of incarceration and be able to see your child for the first time and see how that family in particular dealt with it, read this one. And this one just came out this year. Like, I'm the first person from the library where I'm at to have it from that library. So that was pretty cool. I don't think I've ever done that before, being the first person to ever check it out. So, and the only other prompt that I had was Tiny Umbrella, which was to sip my favorite drink on ice, and I did. I had Dr. Pepper in a big old cup with ice and straw the whole time that I was reading these books. So I got my bingo for this readathon. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what the next one's going to be. So I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.